APC. APC.
You're welcome to today's Abntv Live, and I am glad to welcome you to another beautiful day. My name is Bukola Sarah, and yes, this is Abntv Live. We come to you Mondays through Fridays between the hours of 12 and 2 p.m. Central Time. And yes, we are here again today. If you're watching on television, that means you are seeing us on channel 15.6 on the local TV channel in Houston, Texas. And yes, right now we are live on Facebook at SHINA OYINLOLA. We are also live on YouTube on Abntv Usa. You're welcome to today's live program. And I know it's going to be enlightening, it's going to be informative, it's going to be entertaining, because one of the things that we aim to do is to put smiles on your faces. And yes, life is hard enough. A little laughter will go a long way. Yes, you're going to be laughing heartily today. I'm glad to be here. Like I said, I'm Bukola Sarah Omo Babae Enjuele Mari. I'm the Lord's Princess, and I'm welcoming you to a brand new day. So you saw what happened? Did you see what I saw on that footer? I don't know what happened. Everybody gets to have a slip of tongue, right? You can't blame the old man for wanting to say APC and saying, God bless PD, APC. You know, it's okay. And trust our people. I've seen many things that have been done to that. You know, they're like, if that is all you saw, I don't care, I don't do this and all that. Well, anybody could have a slip of tongue. It's not a function of age only. And then, well, in the long run, God bless Nigeria. It's not about the party. It's not about the ethnic group. It's about the people. We have about 200 million. God bless Nigeria. Whether it's APC or PDP or Labour Party or APGA or whatever, God bless our nation. And yes, we keep following the manifestos and all that. Everybody is trying to outshine the other. They are planning and projecting and proposing a lot of things. And yes, we are all here waiting. We are watching. And yes, people will get to decide in a bit. But like we have been saying here, whoever emerges as the #1 man in Nigeria, that top man that will be sitting in Aso Rock, that person is going to be held accountable. They must deliver this time. They must deliver. Okay, so let's go on the news today. I'm taking this from Instablog Niger. Naira redesign, dollar may crash to 200 Naira, EFCC boss, Bawa. Naira redesign, dollar may crash to 200 Naira, EFCC boss. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdurrashid Bawa, has said the dollar might drop to 200 Naira after the redesigning of Naira. He said this in a recent interview with Deutsche Welle Usa service. According to him, the law says the redesigning of Naira notes should be done every 8 years. But we spent 20 years without any changes on them. And that resulted to 85% of money in circulation not in banks. When CBN came up with this redesigning, dollar moved to 880 and later dropped to 680 or thereabouts. So you see, with this redesigning, dollar may massively fall. Who knows? Probably to 200 Naira. And the first response I see here is from one Bolachi, and she just did like this, you know. She put a smiley emoji, like, really? Are you for real? And somebody, Sir LT, responded and said, where is he speaking from? Isn't he supposed to be in prison? Remember that he was apprehended for contempt and he was supposed to be in prison. Really, he was supposed to be in prison. But you know, he actually appealed. So I think that is still pending. You know, a lot of things. Somebody said, one Miriam's Nest One said, make it crash, I beg. Make we go see jollof rice chop for Christmas, because as it be now, Christmas they shake. You know, and one Bella Explores says, it's interesting how people say these things with no data backing it, as per miracle, and then the person laughed. So that's what we have right there coming on the Naira redesign. If anything, there has been some changes. Some things are really, really happening. But as per that redesigning being a cause for the crash, well, let's wait and see. Fingers crossed. Going on to Obasanjo again today, the former president Olusegun Obasanjo has again pledged support for girl-child education, saying, woes betide anyone against the empowerment of the female gender. I vow to support girl-child education after my sister exited school for marriage. Obasanjo. He also narrated how he resolved that the girl child must be educated after his sister was pulled out of school and given away in marriage. Obasanjo stated this at the year 2022 World Diabetes Day, organized by the Olusegun Obasanjo Foundation, held at the main auditorium of Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. When I started school in the village, I had a junior sister. After 2 years of starting school, my sister started school, Obasanjo said, according to a statement by his special assistant on media, Kehinde Akinyemi, on Tuesday. I came first in my 2 years, and as I went along, my sister also came first in the school she started, and suddenly our father decided that because a girl child education ends in the kitchen, pulled her out of school while I remained in school. The 85-year-old former Nigerian military head of state between February 1976 and October 1979 and democratically elected president between 1999 and 2007 said, no one can relegate his eldest child, who is a female, noting that male children should not be given preference over female children. And that singular action made the difference between her development into adulthood and my development into adulthood. And I thought that when I came back from the UK, I would send her to school. By the time I came back from the UK, my wife had given my sister to marriage, and that ended my sister's education. Yeah, so that's that right there. I like to read a particular sentence again because it is of it is absolutely noteworthy. And that's when he said, noting that male children should not be given preference over female children. That's Olusegun Obasanjo, former Nigerian president, advising us very strongly right there. I'm going on to this that was reported by Linda Ikeji. Said husband detains and stabs wife for 1 year in Yobe. Husband detains and stabs wife for 1 year in Yobe. A woman has been rescued after her husband allegedly detained her in his house for 1 year with limited food in Nguru town, Yobe State, Nigeria. Sadiya, a mother of 4, was allegedly given only kunu, a local drink, to survive on by her husband, Ibrahim Yunusa Baturi. He claimed he locked her up and refused to give her food because he feared his family members were trying to harm her and would succeed if she eats. Sadiya was rescued by her mother, Adiza. Adiza became uncomfortable with the way her daughter sounded over the phone, so she decided to travel from Kano State, where she lives, to Nguru in Yobe State, where her daughter lives. There, she found her inches from death. Sadiya, who could barely walk when she was found, was rushed to Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Kano, where she's currently receiving treatment, with her mother demanding justice against her in-law. That happened in Yobe State, allegedly. And yes, the first response here says, seriously, with what is happening? Always check up on your people even after marriage. Phone call alone is not enough. And I think that suffices. Always check on people. You don't know what people are going through. Who knows what happened to the guy? Maybe he had gone, crazy, and then the lady would just have died. Moral of the story, let's keep checking on one another. I think we owe one another that much. Okay, thank God that she has been rescued. And moving on to Punch newspapers. INEC office attacks worry UK, US. INEC office attacks worry UK, US. Opposes rigging. The UK and the US have expressed concerns over the attacks and destruction of the independent National Electoral Commission facilities across the country, warning that this portends grave danger to the 2023 elections. The UK Development Director, Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, Chris Peacroft, and US Consul General, Mr. Will Stevens, said this at a separate fora on Monday against the backdrop of the multiple attacks on INEC offices and violent rivalry among political parties in the country. Last week, INEC offices in Ogun and Osun states were touched by unknown persons. And yes, this is happening even as Nigeria prepares to go to the poll. And yes, it's a cause of worry. It's a cause of worry. And also, INEC is saying that they are not going to back down on electronic counting of the votes. We are really, really expectant. Nigeria has got to get better, and we are on the way there. And going on to the declaration last night by former President Donald Trump. Former President Donald Trump announces another run for the White House and enters the 2024 race, aiming to become only the second U.S. president ever elected to 2 non-consecutive terms. So, yeah, that is that. Can we have the video and hear what exactly he said? Yeah, that's that. 1 second. And somebody responded and said, so he's running like January 6th didn't happen? And somebody said, stop giving him a platform. Let's post about him and this nonsense, blah, blah, blah. People are saying a lot of things there. But the thing is, everybody has a right. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's licensed to share whatever it is that they want to share. And then, are we ready for that? Yes, so let's watch this as he declared last night.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. Thank you, Chris.
Yes, and that's it. That's where he declared. And he said he's set to run for the office come 2024. Yes, we've come to the end of this first segment of the news updates. I'll take a short break. And when I come back, I will conclude with the entertainment news. Don't go anywhere.
Marriage-based green card, family petitions, VAWA or green card based on marital problems and abuse, employment-based green card, naturalization, immigrants visa application, asylum, bond hearing visas visa. Samuel Agosha Law Firm, 10039, Bison Street, Suite 337, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 832-427-6224. Samuel Agosha Law Firm. Let us fight for you. one in authentic African cuisine has made us not to stop dishing out the best to our customers. Check out some of our delicacies in African food today. We also cater for both indoor and outdoor parties. Finger Licking Restaurant 2.0. Check our all-day coffee tea spots are open on Sunday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We deliver with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Grub Up. Finger Licking 2.0 9817A Business Street, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 713-270-7070. Come for an authentic African cuisine.
Need to get somewhere fast and at a reasonable price? You need Tigo. You can be confident your driver will be courteous and professional. Tigo is super budget friendly, even for students and low-income workers. Tigo is convenient. Book your ride, pay, and tip your driver all in the app. Tigo, the ride-sharing company with a difference. Download the Tigo app today at Google Play or the Apple Store.
Sunrise African Supermarket has been in existence for a while now with everyday 5-star rating. All our customers love one-stop shopping experience. Come, see and buy your groceries with us. Sunrise African Supermarket 12639 Business Street, Houston, Texas 77099. Open Monday to Saturday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Sundays. Telephone 346-400-7772. Sunrise African Supermarket. Come, see and buy your groceries with us.
Yes, you're welcome back to Abntv Live, and it is still the news update segment. Yes, we come to you every time like this between the hours of 12 and 2 p.m. Central Time. We bring information, education, and entertainment. And yes, so there is this that's been going around about a Nollywood actor, and we have different stories. Alleged disturbing videos of actor Hank Anuku surfaces online. If you have it, you could display it. And then people started, responding to that. We're like, what happened to him? What happened to him? Then, we don't know. Some say he's been on drugs. Some say he's lost it and all that. And that just brings a very disturbing thought to heart. What is really happening? You just wonder what exactly is happening right there. And then came up another actress, a Nollywood actress, who claimed that no, Hank Anuku is not on the road, is not roaming the street, but actually that they were on set together just a couple of days back. And that's Sean George telling us that story. So really, it's a matter of concern, and we wonder what exactly it is, and we just wish him well. We actually hope that all is well with him. Yes, it's quite disturbing. It's quite disturbing, just to say, to lightly put it, it's quite disturbing. We don't know what's happening. Like we saw earlier, it's good for us to check up on one another. You never can tell what exactly is going on with people, you know. This is an actor that everyone loves. This is someone who has been a part of what's happening, has paid his dues, has, you know, done his own bit in the Nollywood, in the media, and, you know, that industry. So we don't really know what to believe right now, but anyone that really knows what's happening, do let the people know. So if he needs help, he can actually get help, because it's been up and down, that kind of thing. Some claiming, no, it was a lie. He was not actually on set. Some claiming, oh, no, he's fine. Some saying he's not fine. I think this is someone's life, and we don't want to play games with people's lives. Alrighty. So we wish Anuku the best, and we hope that he's fine. Yes. And going ahead, there is this video that surfaced on the internet, and it's the real Worry Pikin talking here. And she said, many married women are single mothers. Comedian, real Worry Pikin. There's been a lot going on, and can I have the video now? Yes, please. Okay. There's been a lot going on, and yes, there are issues. Let me just read a few of the things that they said before, you know, the video is available for you to watch. Instablog Nigeria reported it. Many married women are single mothers. Comedian Real Worry Pikin. And somebody responded and said, some men feel like money making is the only support a home needs. Man, there is more to your marriage life. Act like a real father and be part of the home in all areas. And somebody said, if you're blessed with supportive partners, never take them for granted. Not everyone have the privilege to be married to good men. Right. And someone said, you will be amazed at these matured, empty-headed women. Once saw my husband carrying our baby in the waiting area while I attended a meeting and said, where's the mother? Go and give her this baby. It's women who should carry babies. It's just shocking coming from oldies who should know better. That's a lot. Someone said, that's why when you get married, observe the environment first before you get pregnant. Well, those are issues that are really coming up. And someone said, some men need a try at all. The worst is abandoning family responsibilities on your wife, who clearly works so hard to tackle them, and still have the temerity, the impetus, the guts to have side chicks that you lavish money on. You're supposed to be spending on your family, as you can tell. This one vexed me. Yeah, we can see that you're really vexed. But really, talking about marriage, talking about relationships, a lot has been discovered. A lot has been discovered. The reason many marriages are not doing well has been, you know, attached to two main things, and that's sex and money. But let's hear what Real Worry Pikin has to say. She's really taking it very, very seriously. Let's watch.
You go here with your ear. Don't let you hear the shot now. Quick, Ibabo. Hey, SMH. Now you hear the shots. Because you know if you talk, you know if you digest what you hear. Many married women are single mothers. Woman go date some marriage, born children. The man will give her belly inside that marriage. No go help her, no go support her, no go contribute anything. So can they there? They get children, Don't let see where they don't contribute for that children's life. Like, and it's not good. Marriage not teamwork. Then the woman now go complain, they tell you, say, help me. I say, shut up your man, woman. My mother took care of 7 boys. Eh? I remember one time, better I see they go Living Faith Church for Lugbe. Young woman, matured woman, oh. Come with me. Hey, young girl. I always see that after church close every Sunday, your husband is the one that used to go and pick up the children from children's class. Why? That's not good. Hey, God. And if you see where the children's church day for that Lugbe winners, very far from main church, you guys should go say, make her just sit for inside car and rest, make you go carry his own children, oh. His own children. What did they? If you be mad, you support your wife. This matter why I hear just now, not sweet, oh. I'm not picking up the matter come outside because I don't say the person husband did this my social media. May not wife again. Because he bump beans. Because he tired.
And that's it. What is your take? What is your take? I mean, this is their family. The man and the wife, they are married. And then they made these children. So why is it that it's your child? It's your child. Why is it that it's only the mother that has to carry the baby? Or, you know, these are things that you think don't really matter. But I've seen it cause a lot in families. I know if a particular family, when the man and the wife are together and there is no visitor or no family member around, the man will usually help out while she's cooking, is cleaning up, you know, and all that. But as soon as his family members especially come, his brothers come, his mom comes, his sisters come, he will just be watching television and being busy while the wife is, you know, cooking and doing everything. And of course, the younger ones, his brothers and his sisters, they will also be with him. Their wife is in the kitchen working, you know. And then the lady will be slaving for all of them. So there's a point that, you know, it became a concern. So talk to your husband. So she did. And you know what he said? He said, I'm just trying to save your head so that they will not say you have jazzed me, you know, because I don't want them to just start talking about you in the family. And she was like, okay, when it's only the two of us, you help out. We do these things together. Now, when they now come and there is more work to do, then you leave me with everything. You can't even tell your younger ones to come join me and that kind of thing. Is it a cultural thing? I know that here in the Western world, it's not a big deal at all. Everybody does the work. At least most of the guys, most of the men, they have come to realize that taking care of the home, taking care of the children, it's not only for the woman to do. Everybody is working. Everybody, this is our home, you know. This is our crib. These are our children. Why should changing the diapers be a big deal? You know, it's not a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal. Anybody can cook. Somebody is at work, you're at home, throw the food in the microwave, turn the swallow, amala, whatever, and eat. Even leave some for her. I think it's something that we have to look critically at, especially for those who are back home. There is a lot that's required. There's a lot that makes the homes, you know, to stand. Just like you as the man, yes, you are financially responsible for many things in the house. The same way the wife is also financially responsible for many things. So I don't think it's about this is your own, this is your, there are roles primarily that are for either the male or the female, yes. However, different families have different dynamics. That's one. Two, it's your thing. There is nothing bad in helping out. In fact, I even call it helping out. It's just making it work. Making it work. It's a whole lot. And I think it's something that we will probably get to discuss sometime, because I know some people are already saying, no, me, I'm not going to do that. And some are saying, yeah, I mean, I do that in my house. What's the big deal? You know, it's a whole lot, but I know that we can all work on it. I have one more video to share with you on the entertainment, and then I will be going to the next segment. But if it is not ready, I could just give you the lowdown of what it's all about. It's about a particular young man who was trying to memorize something that he was taught. Okay, let's watch it.
Or gaseous water. Steam is a gaseous water or water vapor state. Steam is a vapor state. Steam is a water vapor or water in gaseous state. Steam is a water gaseous or vapor in gaseous state. Steam is a water vapor on gaseous in state.
Steam is a water vapor, gaseous. And as funny as it appears, even though that's some acting, but I want to believe that that is actually very, very possible. That can actually happen. And all I could bring out from there, after laughing, I still laughed now when I watched it because it's funny. The guy was like, steam is a water vapor. He was trying to memorize it. But the thing is, he did not understand it. He didn't. And you know what occurred to me? How I wish it could be taught that very subject in a language that he is very familiar with. Exactly. The guy apparently is Yoruba. Imagine if he was being taught science in Yoruba. He will understand it. That's what they're doing in China. They're not teaching with using English language. I don't know. The educational sector in Nigeria needs a total overhaul and all that. I don't know if that can be put into consideration. I'm telling you, we have geniuses who, the only thing is that they cannot speak English. But I'm telling you, they can do every other thing. Since when has English language or being able to speak English language been the definition for being intelligent? Or when did that one become a synonym to being brilliant? Many people are actually good with their hands. You see some mechanics, all of these you see them very young chaps learning to become, mechanical engineers the local way. Once engine as in they will rearrange everything, bring down the engine of the vehicle and and they can't speak English. I don't think it has to be something under compulsion. I'm talking about the economy in Nigeria. I believe that this is one of the things that we need to explore. Trade school. There used to be technical school when we were growing up. Those things, these people, they learn how to do stuff and they will do it. They're able to manufacture. Where we can produce so much, it's going to help our economy. We won't just be consuming. We will also be producing and, exporting. These are things that we need to look into. And that young man, sorry, Jare, the stress is too much. They should make it easy for you and teach you in the language that you understand. And on that note, I'm wrapping up with the entertainment news on today's live, Abntv Live. And yes, I'll take a commercial break. When I come back, we will continue with today's program. Don't go anywhere.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location, where you're coming from. This is Chimdum Bidas. I'm here to invite all my friends and family. My name remains Clement Chinedu Nwafo, Chimdum founder, Chimdum Bidas. I'm here once again to explain what I have in my present here. The first product I have here is called my neem tea. My neem tea is a powerful tea that helps people that have ulcer, indigestion, and stomach problems. Please, the size to take a neem tea is too short in the morning. That's good. I'm coming to the next one, my slim tea. Why I have slim tea in a gallon, that I have small bottle and a gallon. If you want to get a
Said educational, cleans and processed without adding additives such as sugar, coloring and preservatives. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice in yogurt bag. Fresh, healthy and delicious. Our special juices includes green juice, energy booster, fusion juice, recovery juice, regulator juice, rejuvenated juice, organic carrot juice, organic laxative juice, organic kidney cleanse. Our fresh made yogurt includes pineapple yogurt, banana yogurt, and coconut yogurt. Order now at 281-741-1037. True Grub Up, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. We also do delivery or walk-in at 3320 Highway C South, Suite D, Houston, Texas 77082. Check us out at www.paddyspoint.co. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice and yogurt bag. Fresh, healthy, and delicious. #1 in authentic African cuisine has made us not to stop dishing out the best to our customers. Check out some of our delicacies in African food today. We also cater for both indoor and outdoor parties. Finger Licking Restaurant 2.0. Check our all-day coffee tea spots out. Open on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We deliver with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Drop Off. Finger Licking 2.0, 98178 Houston Street, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 713-270-7070. Come for an authentic African cuisine.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your location, where you're coming from. This is Chimdum Bidas. I'm here to invite all my friends and families. My name remains Clement Chinedu Nwafọ, Chimdum founder, Chimdum Bidas. I'm here once again to explain what I have in my present here. The first product I have here is called my neem tea. My neem tea is a powerful tea that helps people that have ulcer, indigestion, and stomach problem. Please, the size to take a neem tea is 2 shots in the morning and 2 shots at night, and that's good. I'm coming to the next one, my slim tea. Why I have slim tea in a gallon, that I have small bottle and the gallon. If you want to get a perfect result, you take a gallon. And what is the size for the gallon? Look at it here. You take 1 cup every night, lasting before you go to bed for my slim tea. Fat, oil, stomach bloated is done. And this is it. Every night, 1 cup. My next one here is Chimdum Booster. The booster is for, I don't want to say this. Anything, malaria, fever, COVID, any problem that have to do with your system upset, please go for Chimdum Bitters. 2 shots of booster, 2 shots morning and 2 shots night, and that will be good. The next one here is my prostate. Prostate tea is mainly for men that have prostate problem. Men that haven't even have prostate in their life, please protect it, because the solution is surgery, and I don't want surgery. That's why I made this, for everybody to protect their prostate. 2 shots morning, 2 shots at night. I'm coming to my right-hand side. This right-hand side here is slim tea. I have explained it in the gallon. The next one is my kidney and liver cleansing. You smoke, you don't smoke. You drink, you don't drink. Please get your kidney and liver booster and cleanse. 2 shots morning, 2 shots at night, and that's it. You'll be fine. People with even dialysis, they are welcome. I tend them very well. I attend them very well. Then my next product here is diabetes. Diabetes is from food. We eat so many things that we don't supposed to eat because we don't know how to control ourselves. It's still okay, because Chimdum Diabetes Tonic makes your sugar level down and keep you free. 2 shots morning and 2 shots night. The next one looking at me here is my high blood pressure. High blood pressure is common. The same food, no exercise. As long as you don't have enough exercise, you're not getting anything done. But use this and get your blood pressure control. Thank you. 2 shots morning, 2 shots at night. I'll go to the front. I'm here with fibroid. Fibroid is for women. A lot of women have it. Some don't even know they have it. If you never have it, please come and protect your fibroid. If you have it, take these 2 shots morning and 2 shots at night. 3 months, you should have your answer. The next one sitting in my present here is my 21 herbs. 21 herbs is like 21 different leaves and herbs that I put together that go straight to any type of problem in your body. We call it in Nigeria agbo. So when you take these 21 herbs, whether it's malaria, cough, breakdown, throat, sore throat, please get this 21 herbs. 2 shots at morning, 2 shots at night, and that will control the problem. Now, I'm here with cholesterol. Cholesterol tea is the same thing. We eat food, we get cholesterol. We can't stop eating because when you stop eating, you will die. You can't live without food. So please eat your food and take 2 shots of cholesterol for me in the morning and 2 shots at night. And this is going to make your cholesterol level to be on the basic and beautiful number. Now, I want to let you know again because of my new product coming in is Chimdum tablet, Chimdum supplement capsule. We are launching it on December 22nd. If you can't take liquid, please put your order for the capsule. The capsule is coming on 22nd. I thank everybody for watching me and giving me a little time. Thank you guys and remain blessed.
You're welcome back, and this is Abntv Live. You know, I just had something done right now while we're preparing to go on. We're bringing you a very informative session about your health. And you know, there is something about knowing what you want. When you know what you want, it will be easy for you to recognize it when you see it. Because at times, you just don't know. You know, you just don't know. And if you don't know what you want, even when it is staring you in the eye like this, you won't recognize it. But at least you know, you have an idea. Okay, Kotimowa, it's yellow, it's green, it's blue, it's round. So I think if you see something that is close to it, then you know. So what am I talking about this afternoon? I just wanted to know that in life, indecision or just being there, like whatever comes. Qui sera, sera. What will be, it will be. It's not an attitude that takes people far. You have to have an idea of what you are looking for. So at least even if you have not gotten what you're looking for, or you have not really seen exactly what you are looking for, at least you will know what you are not looking for. If what I'm looking for is a white plastic that's rectangular in shape, if I see a yellow round object, I know that's not what I'm looking for. And then you keep moving ahead. And you don't just relax, don't just rest on your oars and just say, People have found out that do not want to take risks at all. They don't go far. They don't go far. Because even leaving your house, in fact, stepping out of your bedroom and entering into your closet or into your bathroom is a risk. Because some people enter into the bathtub and they sleep. S-L-I-P. Some, right in the house, on the staircase, they miss their steppings. They fall down. So there are risks everywhere. So everybody needs to know that. I need to be able to move. I need to be able to calculate my risk. I need to be able to move on, you know. Because if you're like, no, I won't do this one, then what are you going to get done? Meanwhile, tick, tock, time waits for no man. So all this is usually about people just being like, whatever happens, they say, only kama je sugar. How won't I? Why don't you just try? And, you know, just do your best. And when it comes to the issue of health, many people like, what will happen. Not necessarily so. There are some things that you could actually prevent from happening, and then they say prevention is better than cure. So this life, though it's not fair, those things happen, some things happen that are beyond your control, but there are so many things that you can actually determine what happens. There are so many things that your action and your decision backed by your action, you know, would help you to make a better choice. And don't forget, you have to know what you want, so that when you see it, at least you know. And when you see something that you do not want, you're like, no, this is not what I want, and you keep looking for it. I had an interesting time with a clinician, and we did talk about your health and you. Take a look at this.
In the entertainment industry, African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your products and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive, and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Bisonet Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Hello, everyone, and I'm delighted to welcome you to another episode of Your Health and You. And yes, we are here talking about the most important thing. No matter what you need to do, how much money you need to make, who you need to go and meet, and all that, you can only do all those things if you are fine. Right. Every other thing can wait, but your health cannot wait. And I still have with me today Dr. Fash in the house. He'll be doing justice because there's a lot to do. I won't take more of your time. I'll just want us to go straight in to continue that discussion on stroke. So welcome, Dr. Fash, and please welcome our viewers.
Thank you, Bukola, for having me. Good day, viewers. We're here today again to talk about stroke. This is a continuation.
Yes, for some who have not met you before now, can you do a brief introduction?
Okay, Dr. Olugbe Fashoyin. I'm a graduate of the College of Medicine, University of Lagos, and Lagos University Teaching Hospital in Nigeria, Lagos. I'm also a graduate of the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, a graduate of the London School of Economics and Political Science, both of the University of London, and also a certified clinical educator by the King's College School of Medicine in London. I'm here to talk about stroke. I own a private practice here, Aliana Physical Therapy, where I treat mainly stroke patients.
Yeah, so you've heard it from him, and you know you are in very good and capable hands. So yes, we were talking about stroke, and we have talked about the things to watch out for. He mentioned that there is mini stroke, and then there is the major stroke. Many people first experience the mini stroke, which is like a warning, something bigger could be on the way, and that is the time to take action. And we also saw that, yes, stroke could be as a result of an hemorrhage in the brain or a short of supply. Yeah. Yes, you know, to the
brain tissue.
To the brain tissue.
Yeah.
So either way, stroke could occur. Yeah. And you were talking to us about those things to watch out for and what can be done. Please.
Yes. Let me just let's recap quickly on what we discussed previously on this program. So we talked about the stroke itself and also what actually can lead to stroke. And we talked about a few things. I mean, there's a bunch of things that can lead to stroke, but I'm just going to go over a few things briefly. A stroke can occur from hemorrhage in the brain, like a bleed in the brain, and that bleed may be as a result of high blood pressure or a brain aneurysm, what we call aneurysm, which is a ballooning of the blood vessel in the brain that leads to a burst, basically. And also a stroke can actually be resulting from a blockage of blood supply, which may be from embolus or thrombus. And those things actually can happen because of a disease process in the body. It may be because of atrial fibrillation in the heart, and the blood clots in the heart can actually travel to the blood vessels in the brain. Also, a bunch of other factors like a buildup of cholesterol in the blood vessel. All of this can result in a diminished blood supply to the brain tissue, and as a result of that, that can result in a stroke. So basically, stroke, it's a condition that results from a multifaceted problems, and it's the most important thing for us to be able to recognize it, and recognizing it means that knowing what are the symptoms and how we can address it. And afterwards, we talk about other things like the symptoms, how do they present when they happen? You know, eventually or fortunately they happen. What do we do? How do we manage it? How do they present?
Yes, you mentioned fast. I can't forget that.
Yeah, fast.
Yeah, the face starts dropping and then you don't have control of maybe you're drooling or something.
Yeah,
and
numbness in the brain.
Numbness.
And then the numbness in the face.
In the face, then the arm is
drifting,
heavy.
Yeah, it feels weak
feels
or
weak.
completely paralyzed.
Okay, then the air is slurred.
The speech is slurred.
Yeah, and then we have the T, which is time.
Time.
So
time to take action.
Exactly. So what is the action to take?
Okay, so we're in the United States, a developed world, where 911 works. So what you do is to pick up your phone. Once you've identified those symptoms, the physical symptoms, you know, immediately you call 911, they'll be there 7 minutes on the average, and then the patient needs to go to the hospital. So the 911 crew, they already know. Once they see the patient too, they have an idea, they're trained, they start administering whatever treatment they can administer, and the patient goes to the hospital. You know, depending on the kind of stroke or whatever, that approach is there. They go through the accident and emergency, and from there they go to the relevant ward that they need to be. But patient needs to go to the hospital.
Okay, so
there's
nothing to do. There's no first aid. Like if one is at home with one's spouse and one notices, you know, those symptoms, is there anything one could do while they're waiting for?
For that, no, really. Because the only thing you want to do at that point in time, I mean, this is not cardiac arrest or somebody, the only thing is if a stroke happens, because with hemorrhagic stroke, the patient may actually suddenly fall or drop and collapse. You know, it all depends on the extent, the severity of it. Some of them may not have that sort of thing. It may just be that they're vomiting and then they're having a severe headache, they're vomiting and all of that. And in that situation, they still need to be in the hospital immediately. But if they suddenly fall and collapse, obviously they're unresponsive. Obviously, you don't know if they're having a stroke or they have a cardiac arrest or anything. So the first approach is for you to do CPR on them, put them in a recovery position. If you feel like they're, just for them not to aspirate, you know, if you feel like they're still breathing and they're able to, you know, they're still able to talk or they're breathing, you can put them in a recovery position. If you feel like they're not responsive, they're not saying anything, they're not talking and all that, and then the next thing you want to do is CPR.
Okay, so what is the recovery position?
A recovery position is them being in a sideline position with their head a little tilted so they don't choke.
Okay,
They don't aspirate.
Okay,
Because with a patient like that, they may be foaming in their mouth or anything may happen that they may choke on their own saliva. So you don't want that to happen.
Right.
And you don't want their tongue to block the airways.
Right.
So in that way, because if they're lying like this, their tongue can easily block the airway. But if they're in a recovery position, which gravity will not allow the tongue to fall back in that situation. So it's just these are all just things that things that people can do. But if someone is unresponsive, call 911, try CPR.
Okay. Okay.
Why you wait for 911? At least do something. Yeah.
Can you give an idea of how to do CPR? Some of us don't know.
That's another thing for another day. But, you know, these are supposed to be one of those basic life-saving skills that we should all have as individuals, because you never know. You may be in the office and someone may just suddenly drop.
Right.
Or you may just find them unresponsive. You want to check their pulse. You want to make sure if they don't have no pulse, the next thing you start CPR. Why you wait for 911 to come?
Great.
You know, they are life-saving because with your CPR, you can actually restart the heart. And I would recommend that in every office, there should always be defibrillator. You know, something to restart the heart. It's a device.
Okay.
You know, one of those things that we recommend people have. But you need to get training on how to use it.
Okay. That's interesting. I know some people are looking like, wow, medicine is interesting. Yes, it is. Isn't it, Dr. Fash?
Well, it is interesting. It is very interesting.
Awesome.
It's one of those things that you getting to know human body, getting to know the disease process that go on and how this can be managed. I mean, we don't know everything. This is just, I just have an interest in a particular area, and then I'm very much inclined into that.
Awesome. Awesome. Talking about management. So what's the treatment to stroke?
Treatment of stroke. Well, let me say management as opposed to the word treatment.
Okay.
Treatment essentially.
Oh, are you saying that it cannot be cured?
You know, when you say cure, it sounds like, okay, you want to eliminate, like you want to finish, or you want to cure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, you know, I'll be unrealistic if I say that you can cure it. Like some people, you know, like to tout about it. Some traditional practitioners will say, oh, I can cure stroke. But stroke, essentially, it's a combination of factors that result in that happening. And we call it stroke. And you're looking at symptoms like cognitive deficits with a patient, memory, might be memory deficit. You're looking at paralysis on one side of the body, or hemiparesis. We call it hemiplegia or hemiparesis. If it's hemiplegia, it means one side is completely paralyzed. If it's hemiparesis, it means that they're not completely paralyzed, but they're weak. You know, and also we may have monoparesis as well, which is one arm is involved. So it all there are different ways that stroke patients present.
So how is it managed?
How is managed? Yeah. So management of stroke involves a multidisciplinary team of experts. You're going to have, in the first instance, the team will be led by a neurologist. You're going to have cardiologists as well who will be involved. You're going to have neuropsychologists. You're going to have doctors of physical therapy. You're going to have occupational therapy. You're going to have speech pathologists. You're going to have a nurse, obviously. You're going to have social workers, the case managers, and everyone is on board to manage a stroke. So depending, like I said, depending on the extent of the stroke, and also that determines the management that we're going to have. But we're going to have to, all we work towards is addressing the neurological deficits that the patient come up with. The patient comes up with a whole lot of neurological deficits, and no two patients have the same symptoms. Like, people present differently, depending on the part of the brain. So that's why, you know, in the last episode that we started talking about stroke, I did mention that we did a little bit of functional anatomy of the brain. So different part of the brain perform different functions. And if that part of the brain is affected, for instance, if a patient an area in the brain which we call the Broca speech area or the Winnickel's area, they are affected. The patient's speech is affected, definitely. That sort of patient will definitely need speech pathologists to address those problems and all that. But, you know, the frontal lobe actually has to do with movement too. It controls movement, it controls emotions, you know, a lot of other things, and memory. And then in that situation, the frontal lobe is affected. You would know that the patient is going to present with paralysis and weakness and emotional issues, you know, cognitive deficits. Essentially, they have deficits of the executive functioning, and they have memory issues, and a whole lot of issues.
So basically what happens is once there is that condition that leads to stroke, now when you begin to manage that patient, apart from either mopping up the blood that causes the cerebral insult,
mopping up.
I don't know, whatever it is that
That's
you do.
interesting.
Or maybe like you said, maybe destroy. Maybe there's a blockage, you know, and then you make it through. You know, there's a thoroughfare kind of thing.
So that's a medical, essentially one of those acute care that the stroke patient will receive. So this is how it goes.
Okay.
The patient has a stroke.
Yeah.
You call 911.
Okay.
They go to hospital.
Okay.
From the accident and emergency, they go on to the ward where to another department where they're going to be thrombolized. Okay. They're going to go through. They're going to be thrombolized. Thrombolysis basically is a way of using certain techniques and medication to try to dissolve the blockage
and all
in the
that.
arteries.
Oh, awesome.
Or if they have a bleed in the brain, they might. It depends on what the neurosurgeon thinks based on the scan results that he's looking at. He might say, "Oh, I want to do some sort of surgery to try to mop up," like you said.
Yeah.
Try to get rid of the bleed in the brain and try to fix what's in there.
So it's going to be essentially getting the solution, as in curing, handling that issue, and then the effects will now be attended to, like the slurred speech.
So
and
that's
all
the
those
acute
things.
space.
Okay.
But that does not still mean the fact that they are addressing those problems.
Yeah.
It's just
we
them
have to
trying
take
to.
this break, doctor.
All right,
When we come back,
go ahead.
we'll be back with you on your health, and you don't go anywhere.
Are you in Houston area and you need luxury style space, beautiful and elegant? Chairs, tables, furnitures, Asian design, high stage for celebrants, large free garage parking for guests. Wets Block Event Hall is all you need. Weddings, receptions, conference, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, rehearsal dinners, corporate meetings, trade shows, fashion shows, album or book launches. You can design and decorate any special event. Free appointment for a free quote. Check us out, 7636 Allen Drive, Suite A115, Houston, Texas, 77036, or 5711 Ecroft Avenue, Suite A1A, Houston, Texas, 77036. Telephone 832-351-0993, 713-969-0362. westblog@gmail.com or at www.westblog.com. Planning, decorations, and distinctions in stock. Think Westblog for your next.
Without auto insurance, do you know the time and money you'll spend if you're caught? Why risk it? At Aegis Insurance, we have several insurance carriers to tailor your specific needs. We offer low rates on liability starting from $38 a month. For a 2-vehicle, $65 a month. No driver's license, no problem. We accept Texas IDs, passports, international driver's license, and expired driver's license. Pay 3 months in advance and save 20% on auto insurance. We offer discounts for switching over to Aegis, as well as good student discounts. Buy by phone, pay by phone. It's just that simple. It's our job to meet your needs when no one else can. So don't get caught driving without auto insurance. The law requires you to have liability. Call Aegis Insurance today for a free quote and start saving money.
Organic fruits, vegetable and skimmed non-fat milk extracted by an expert with over 38 years of combined experience working with products and educational. Cleansed and processed without adding additives such as sugar, coloring and preservatives. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice in yogurt bag. Fresh, healthy and delicious. Our special juices include green juice, energy booster, fusion juice, recovery juice, regulator juice, rejuvenated juice, organic carrot juice, organic laxative juice, organic kidney cleanse. Our fresh made yogurt includes pineapple yogurt, banana yogurt, and coconut yogurt. Order now at 281-741-1037. True Grub Up, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. We also do delivery or walk-in at 3320 Highway 6 South, Suite D, Houston, Texas 77082. Check us out at www.paddyspoint.co. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice and yogurt bar. Fresh, healthy, and delicious.
You're welcome back. It's Your Health and You. And I'm still very much here with Dr. Fash, and I know he has a lot more to educate us on. So you're talking about the management of stroke, basically. And you have gotten to the point where you said, okay, once they get to the hospital, then from one stage to the other, that's the acute phase, you said. Okay.
So we have the acute phase where they can perform, the neurologists, the neurosurgeons, and all of them, they can perform all this procedure on this patient just to try and manage the situation so that it does not degenerate or does not lead to death of the patient.
What are the chances of survival if the person gets into the hospital, you know, in good time?
Well, the earlier they get to the hospital, the better their chances of survival. But, you know, generally ischemic stroke, patients survive a lot more than the hemorrhagic stroke. That's the difference. So, and the effect of hemorrhage can be grave, and you know, can result in death, really.
So the acute phase?
The acute phase, and we have the post-acute phase. Patients are still being managed. The post-acute phase, that's when all the rehabilitation experts are coming in. And then we have the rehabilitative phase. So the rehabilitative phase seems to be the longer phase, or the longest phase. But that's when the patient is now stabilized. Patient is either still in hospital or they're in the community where they're still going for outpatient physical therapy treatment, and they're having all the specialists around still treating them in order for them to recover from the neurological deficits that they already sustained from the stroke that they have. But you know, stabilization is the acute phase. You're trying to stabilize this patient. You don't want their situation to degenerate into a situation whereby, because there is that highly likelihood of them even having another stroke in succession from the one they've had. It can happen.
So one could, is it possible for one to have the stroke, get treated or get it managed and all that, go through every stage of the management thing, and then it still reoccurs?
They can still have another stroke.
Oh my.
They can still have another stroke. But you know, medical team do everything possible to make sure it does not reoccur, but you know, sometimes it still does. They have another stroke. You know, it does happen within a short time. So, but we do everything we can to make sure it does not reoccur. So it's a long, the rehabilitative phase is a very long phase, because that's the main thing. Because these patients now have a new life, not a new life in that sense, but you know, they're coming down with neurological deficits. Someone that was fully independent, that was okay before, they could do everything for themselves, and suddenly they probably found themselves in a wheelchair, or they're unable to move their part of their body. They're unable to their vision is impaired, their speech is impaired, and all of this is happening to them, and they're like, you know, this is not me, and that can lead to depression and all of that. That's why the neuropsychologist is involved, and so many other professionals, just to help them to adjust to the new life that they, you know, unfortunately, they're in. And over time, they start to recover. They start to have what they call neuroplasticity in the brain. The brain starts to regenerate itself, and then most of those things that therapy do is to reorganize, is to sort of repatterning those movements back in the brain, because the brain tends to forget all those sort of movements, the paralysis, the coordination deficits, and all of that.
So you have to relearn.
So you have to relearn, essentially. The brain relearns, and that's what we call cortical reorganization. Neuroplasticity, all those things happen. So the brain regenerates, and the patient will start to regain those functions back. But, you know, let me say that not in all situations. Some patients never recovers fully, some recover fully, and some never even recover a lot. You know,
So,
it all depends on the severity.
Exactly.
And you know, their specialism of intervention that they have in. You know, but you know, this environment that we find ourselves, the Western world, there's a lot that people gain from. You know, you can compare to the third world country where the specialist rehabilitative service does not really occur. A lot of patients after the acute phase, they get sent back home.
Yeah.
And or maybe post-acute, they get sent back home and they never get any rehabilitative service. And that's the main thing, because people want to get back on their feet. They want to be able to walk. They
Be
want to be able to
independent
feed
again.
themselves.
Yeah.
They want to be able to improve their coordination, their speech, and everything that they need to improve functionally. But if that's absent, so the continuum of care is impaired.
Yeah.
Because they don't have it. Acute, they go home. And a lot of people are just abandoned by family, and then that may lead to depression, and then they may even have DVT at home, deep venous thrombosis from the weak parts, because the muscles are not active, so the veins are not getting the active muscle pump, and the blood can clot in it and travel again. They could even have a heart attack, they could have another stroke. So they could have pulmonary embolism as well. So all these things happen.
So, doctor, on the average, let's say the severity of the stroke was minimal and all that. How long do you think the healing process, if I can say that, how long does it take on the average?
So there's no general sort of duration for patient to recover. Like I said, no two individuals are the same, but there is a window of opportunity of 3 months from the time of stroke.
Okay.
You know, from the onset of that stroke, there's a window of opportunity of 3 months for patients to actually make the maximum recovery.
Okay.
You know, the maximum neuroplasticity can happen within that period. But if they miss the opportunity to get the rehabilitative input that they need to get, and in that situation, their progress may be slow, or they may even plateau, which means they're not really progressing anymore because they've actually missed the window of opportunity. So the recovery of stroke essentially happens over a lifetime for some people, but some people fully recover within a short time. It all depends on the severity. Some people come out of stroke, ischemic stroke, they don't have a lot of paralysis. They don't have paralysis at all. They just have weakness, hemiparalysis, or they just have little weakness. Some will not even have any weakness. They just come out with, they come out strong. They're not looking like they've had a stroke. But obviously there will be other deficits that they may have. Maybe their speech or something like that, and they can recover on time. Why some people will have a combination of all of this problem, you know, and they're very severe, and that really can take time for them to recover.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Fash. One more thing before I let you go. Is it, can it be inherited? Because somebody's dad had stroke or a mom had stroke, does it mean that the person should prepare or be expectant?
There may be familiar tendencies, but you know, the chances are slim that because your mom had a stroke, you will have a stroke. The preponderance of the factors that engender stroke, it's essentially lifestyle choices that we make, you know, that will lead us to having all these problems like diabetes, like excess alcohol, cigarette smoking, and heart disease, you know, all these problems. Some certain heart disease can lead to that. Also, you know, electrical or dysfunction of the electrical activity of the heart can lead to a stroke. Like I said, AFib, atrial fibrillation, which is a situation whereby instead of squeezing, the heart quivers. And when it quivers, it's unable to push blood out to the body. When it's unable to do that, the blood in the heart clots, and then they travel. So, you know, but with familiar tendencies, yeah, the chances are slim, but not something that is very pronounced.
Okay. So one should not be afraid because it happened to daddy, it might just happen. It might not just happen. And yes, we have to learn to make good life choices.
Life choices,
I think
yeah.
What helps with is it declotting of the blood? What helps for the blood not to clot? What does one do apart from?
there's certain medications that can be given. Again, excessive use of medications like anticoagulants can actually lead to a bleed in the brain too at some point.
Oh.
It can make the blood vessels weaker at some point, but then that does not mean you shouldn't take your medication. All advice we have here, a disclaimer, you need to get with your primary care physician for them to address your problems. Okay, we're not telling you not to use your medication or whatever, but we're just taking on a general term that certain anticoagulants can actually result in a bleed too, but that's what we use to address a clot and other, lifestyle choices, eating healthy and all that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Fash. Thank you so much. And I'm sure our viewers have been really, really enlightened. And I'm sure some people are heaving sighs of relief and like, oh, okay. And some are like, oh, I need to get my physical done. My physical is done and all that.
It's very important.
Yeah, so thank you, thank you so much. We are all saying thank you to him, right? Yes, we are all saying thank you to Dr. Fash. Thanks you for coming. And yes, we're looking forward to more educative sessions with you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of today's episode. I know that you've had a wonderful time. And for anyone who's going through this, who had stroke, who is going through the management process and all that, we wish you very quick recovery, and we're wishing you all the best. Don't forget, people, everything can wait, but your health cannot wait. I'll see you again very soon on another episode of Your Health and You.
BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA Office, 12455 Westpac Drive, Suite H15, Houston, Texas, 77082. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist. Marriage-based green card, family petitions, VAWA or green card based on marital problems and abuse, employment-based green card, naturalization, immigrants visa application, asylum, bond hearing visas visa. Samuel Agosha Law Firm, 10039, Bison Street, Suite 337, Houston, Texas, 77036. Telephone 832-427-6224. Samuel Agosha Law Firm. Let us fight for you.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Bison Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas, 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
You're welcome back to ABN TV Live. I hope you found that very educative. Yes, these are things that we need to know. These are things that we need to do our best to, if we can, prevent some things from happening. And of course, we have to also know that God is the Almighty. He's the one that can keep you in sound health. He's the one that can restore you fully. And, beyond what medicine could do. Maybe one day I'll tell you about it. I've had one experience like that for long. It was just God. Yes, so yes, take your medications, do all those things, but know that beyond all that, God the top. Okay, yes, so I have my boss in the house, yes, and he's right here today, even as Abntv Live continues. We come to you live every Monday through Friday between the hours of 12 and 2 p.m. And so here.
I want to say good afternoon to everyone, good morning, good evening, and good night wherever you are hearing my voice and seeing me. Ẹnìkan ní bó bá ti rí fọ́tò mi kò ṣàmì. Ìwọ tó bá ṣàmì àdúrà mi tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́. Ìwọ gangan ti ṣàdúrà fún ráẹ̀ o. Ìwọ gangan ti ṣàdúrà. Ìgbà yẹn a máa ń rò pé ní ẹ fọ́nbù ní ká ṣe máa ní kọ́ rí fọ́tò ẹ̀ kó máa ṣàmì. Tí wọ́n jẹ́ Jésù ni àbò jẹ́ àlà àbò jẹ́ kínní, but I noticed something. Tí ọba ti rí fọ́tò tẹ̀yìn náà ẹ jẹ́ káyé máa ṣàmì. Torí àdá yín pé àdá yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí wọ́n pé ó pé lọ́kùnrin ó pé lóbìnrin ó lè rìn ó lè sọ̀rọ̀ ó lè ríran, so àmì pé mi ní wàhálà àánú mi yóò ṣe ayé aṣàánú mi ẹ bá ti rí fọ́tò tèmi náà kẹ́ máa ṣàmì. Mo fi àsìkò yìí kí everybody wherever you watching me from. My name is SHINA Ayọ̀ Oyinlola. Tekuteku ńlá àràdà àtọmútọmú ńlá fẹ́bìnrin ilé bàbá tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Ẹni àlátàláyà àtàtà lẹ́nu àtẹnu àtàyà bákan náà igi lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Mo ti sọ mo ní gbogbo ògbà ni wọ́n máa dúpẹ́. Gbogbo ògbà ọpẹ́ mi máa rí o wáìdù. Gbogbo ògbà ni wọ́n máa ṣe ọpẹ́ Ọlọ́run. Torí ètò ayé mi níbẹ̀rẹ̀ o kò kọ́kọ́ ní ìtumọ̀. Àti dìde wá ṣe ó ti ṣòro ẹ ti ń yé ẹ ti mọ ibi tí mo lọ ẹ̀. Mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n ò tún padà di ọmọ tó ń sọ. SHINA Ayọ̀ tó ń sọ rèé, ọmọ tó bù jẹ́ hàìhàì, ọmọ tó ń sọ pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kó wà ń bẹ̀ ó ní tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ òun náà là ń sọ. Ọmọ tó ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, ọmọ tó ń pèdè lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, apèdè kínú elédè ó dùn, a sọ̀rọ̀ kínú ọlọ́rọ̀ ó dùn, alóyin lóhùn ìkòyẹ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ́ ní àlátàláyà àtàtà lẹ́nu náà rèé. Èmi máa rẹ̀ ó wáìdù ó. Don't worry. It's one of those things. So let me say, how are you doing today? What is going on? Ẹnìkan ní ò tí pa á lẹ́rìn. Ṣé ìyá ẹ̀ tí rẹ́rìn tó? Okay. Ẹ tún fẹ́ rẹ́rìn. Wọ́n ní ò tí rẹ̀ tó tí pa á lẹ́rìn tó.
Now, ẹ̀yin ni comedian.
Okay, listen. Something happened one day. Me and my father, we are very close. I'm very close with my dad. So my dad now see me, mo máa ń jó gan. I'm a good dancer. Tí mo bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ jó báyìí wọ́n náà mo fi lẹ́nu. Máa ń jó gan. Mo wá lọ pàtí kan jọ́ kan, mo kàn lọ jó ijó tawí, mo jó bí wèrè. Mo délé báyìí, ó dàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kejì báyìí postmaster lóde. Ó gbé kinní yẹn lógún báyìí. Pa dádì bá dúró mi, dádì ní. Kí ni postmaster wá já? Mo ń bọ̀ ta tún ni o. Hello? Kódà. Ló bá dé pa postmaster ní, is this the house of SHINA Ayọ̀ Oyinlola? Yes. Ilé ẹ̀rí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Lánàá tó jó gbogbo àwọn ẹsẹ̀ àtọwọ́ ẹ̀ tó gbàgbé tàrí. Dádì ló bá pè mí, SHINA Usa ẹsẹ̀ àtọwọ́ rẹ̀ gbàgbé tó ti jó, òní ẹ̀kọ́ wá ìgbà. Ọlọ́run ẹ bá mú ń bá gbọ́wọ́ kejì mọ́ gbẹ́sẹ̀ kejì mọ́ tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ lábẹ́ Daddy thank God for everything to do ń tà ní ọmọ ṣe fẹ́ lórí ìjọ yìí náà ni ọlọ́sàn ọ̀yànú pé wọ́n kẹ́sì àti ọwọ́ wọ́n post ẹ̀.
Ó jẹ mí ó kọ́kọ́ jẹ mí. I was wondering like wọ́n post ẹsẹ̀ àtàkùn.
Ìgbà mo jó ni mo gbàgbé ẹ̀.
Bọ́ọ̀lù ṣe bá délé.
Àwọn tó ní nǹkan wá wò pé
bọ́ọ̀lù ṣe délé.
Ṣé mi.
Ẹ float dé. Oh my God.
Mo sọ pé mi ní parọ́ mọ́ náà kí n mo fẹ́ fi rọ́ọ̀ṣì.
Òní ni Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
Kí n parọ́ Wednesday tẹ́lẹ̀ o.
Mi ń pa náà. All right, guys. Today we should be able to treat what we call "What would you do?" What would you do? Kini nkan tó máa ṣe tó bá wà nírú condition. What would you do if you are in that condition? You are in that particular situation. What would you do? I just want to tell you about two friends that they're traveling together to London. Two of them, they left America. They are ladies. They left America. Ladies, single ladies. Two of them. They're going to London. They landed at Heathrow trying to find their bag. A guy mistakenly took one of the ladies' bag, thinking it was his own bag. Okay. So the lady that owns the bag para for the guy like, oh, Lenny, something like that. So the other friend by his side was saying, it's okay. Take it easy. Just, you know what I mean? Yeah. At least you bag now. Just take your bag and say thank you. Then, brother, you know, bag to buy the job, you know. You know, or a bag get to my bag. Come on, my fully loin. You are too handsome than people telling you that. The guy now look at it and say, wow, I like that polite insult. Nobody have ever given me that kind of insult in my life. So, if this girl can be my wife, it will be better. But she go back to tell her, and it told that the lady that talk last. He just followed the lady. Wow. And start following to the extent that he said, I just don't know why. My spirit say you are my wife.
Okay now.
Now, the problem now is that the person that now lost the bag, that para for the guy in the first instance, now said, ṣé ojú bọ̀dá ń dùn wọ́n ni? Nto jẹ́ kóun para ni kóun like ẹ̀. Pé òun ti ń wò pé kóun ṣetán, kóun jẹ́ kó gbé bag tán, kóun bá sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Pé ọ̀rẹ́ òun ò lè ṣe nothing if that should be the case. If that should be the case, you want to go for anybody, you go for me. You won't go for my friend, because my friend always get the best. Every good thing has ever been going to him, to her. So what's going to happen? So now the friend now said, okay, yeah, but the lady that the guy wanted to come and meet, the lady just said, I prefer the happiness of my friend. So if she likes you, just go for her. We can be friends, but just go for her. Just go for her. And the friends say, oh, thank you, and kiss the guy and all that. And that was how they started their relationship.
So the guy just shifted to the first one?
Shifted to the first one. But not like as easy as that. They have some, I don't want to be talking about it. Okay. The only thing I want to now bring out of it is, if you are in the shoes of that lady, would you have told the guy to shift like that? Because you are not in the mind of the guy. The guy is the one that chooses whomever he wants to go for.
Right.
So, and do you think what the lady that para did was right? By challenging his friend in front of that guy, that you are not going to go with this guy. I love the guy, that was why I para for the guy. Kind of. So what would you do?
If I was the second, if I was
the first and the second.
If I was the first lady, it's not in my character to para for people.
Wow.
So what's the big deal?
So you don't know how to para. Somebody can just come in the mall and slap you in the buttocks and just say, hey, sorry, I'm having a wagon. It's okay.
No, that wasn't what he did.
No, I want to see what can make you para more. The kind of lady that can para.
It's not my usual. It's not.
But it will be your usual when somebody slap you from behind.
No, ìkọjá yìí náà ń pè yẹn. Ìkọjá yìí náà ń pè yẹn.
Okay,
ó lè bá ìgbà tí wá.
Okay.
Ó lè bá ní tiwa ọ̀tọ̀ nìyẹn. But pé you mistakenly took my bag or something. I'm like, oh, hello, that's my. Oh, okay, you know.
Okay.
But well, she did what she did, and well, that was it. Now, what she said, there's a statement that she made, according to you, that really makes me to be kind of, will I say, I'm sympathetic towards her. She said, why is it that it is her friend that's always getting the good thing?
The good thing, that's it.
So it's not about that particular incident.
It's been something that has been going on for a long time.
Exactly.
All right.
So, and the girl, the friend, knowing that she always finds good things, really.
See what the
Kenny
Adewale said, leaving America to UK, that's not good.
No, they just went on vacation.
It's on vacation.
We know that UK, we know that UK they have a lot to deal with right now.
Don't forget, some people are still looking for UK visa. So you think it's not good, it's good for some people. It might not be good for you, fine. UK is still where everybody dream to be. When we were very young, and that's the Luoba we always know. TFM mo yàtọ̀ láàrin America àti UK ngbà náà. Àwa sọ pé ó ti lọ Luoba, ó lọ Luoba nù. So ní ìsìn ìlú ìjòyè ni.
Ìlú ìjòyè ni.
Àbí Luoba náà ni.
So I think with the friend that the guy was now interested in, already there wasn't anything. It wasn't that they started anything. So there was no big deal.
No big deal.
You can have him.
Okay.
You can have him. No big deal.
Okay.
Because, like you said, the man knows what he wants. The heart knows what the heart wants. So now that, because the other lady said, I have to be the one, and now the one has dashed the man to...
Just go ahead.
Just go ahead. It doesn't mean that the man is actually going to like her. It doesn't mean that they're going to have a long-term relationship.
Okay.
So, and the other one just felt like, well, there wasn't anything happening anyway, so there was no big deal.
No big deal. So, no big deal. As the first lady, what would you do? The one that para, what would you do? You would not para, like you said. Hello, sir. This is Oluwasegun Olatayo, aka Aroja. Aroja, you are live on my show this morning, and thank God I'm able to catch you like that. I want to greet you in the public that congratulations on the new award that you just badged last week in Dallas. Congrats. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming. Thank you for doing. He just bought the City People Award in Dallas last week.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, what do you have to say to those that love you, that always want to see you happy?
I love everybody too. I love them too. You know, whoever loves us, we love them.
Yeah, but who never the other side?
The other one, go now.
Aroja, Olusegun, wá gbé mi níjà o, ọ̀tá lórí mi ká o. No, Aroja, mo fẹ́ new version of that song, the new version of that song. Aroja, go.
Olusegun.
Okay. 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 Ọ̀rẹ́ ló yí mi ká o. Àwọn bíi Buka restaurant ní Atlanta.
Àwọn bíi Tímọ́ mi Buka l'Atlanta.
Adúpẹ́. We thank God for the trip. We thank God for every good thing that he has been doing. I want you to greet Buka also. Abeg, greet Buka on this show that you are congratulating him on that new award that he also got.
Buka is already congratulated.
Okay.
You know, because it's 1 in a million.
Wow.
So congratulations, my brother.
Okay.
On your new award.
Wow. Congratulations. Thank you so much. How is everybody doing in Minnesota?
We are doing good.
Okay. Ṣé kò tútù jù? Ẹ ti kó bá wa ní Texas, àwa náà ti ń wọ. I think watch your tutu. I think watch your tutu. Wow. Ẹ̀yin lẹ wà ń lo èyìnbó. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Shegun. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yeah. That is Shegun Olatayo Aroja, one of those that actually got the award, City People Award last week. Buka also, which is Babs Abraham, the owner of Buka restaurants in Atlanta. Buka 1, Buka 2, Buka 3, Buka 4, Buka 5. By God's grace, Buka 8 in Florida, Buka 9 in Canada, Buka 10 in London, Buka 11 back in Nigeria, Buka 12 in Australia, Buka 13
New Zealand,
Buka 14, Buka 15 in Belgium, Buka 16.
Yeah, I wonder with them in Holland.
Congratulations! Wish you many good things to come in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, everybody that have been part of the show. Also, thank you for everything you've been doing. I'm so happy. I am so happy.
Tó bá gbé ṣe báyìí ni wọ́n lè kọsẹ̀.
Irọ́ lẹ máa ń pa wọ́n ní gun ẹṣin láyé yàn. Ẹṣin bá gbé ọwọ́ ẹ̀ lé ayé yàn lọ́dọ̀.
Wọ́n ní tó bá gbé ṣe nínú báyìí kí ni kọsẹ̀. Ẹwà èdè náà ni.
Ẹwà èdè náà ni. Níbo ló ti wá rí yọ láàárọ̀ yìí?
Wọ́n gbé wá ní.
Bukola. Okay, you were saying something about that. Okay.
Yes, but I'm just surprised that the gentleman, just agreed like that. When men agree to things like that,
it shows there's nothing for that.
Nothing. Honestly. But now, where there will not be problem is, tó bá ṣe tán pẹ̀lú tó para fún yẹn.
Padà bọ̀ wá bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ mú gangan.
Then the two girls will now start fighting. Article script down.
Oh yeah, mo ti wá mọ̀ pé ní tíátà ní ẹ báyìí. Yeah, only theater. Article script down.
I'm telling you.
So what would you do as the lady that did the other one? The lady that said, no problem, just take care.
Yes, I could do the same thing she did if I was the other lady. But from that point, I might just begin to become very careful.
With your friend?
With that so-called friend. Because be envy, being kankan, or wambe. I could sense that. Even if... exactly. But for that kind of thing, oh my. Whatever is yours, it's going to come to you. I had a distinction in Yoruba. In Yoruba, distinction money. We are A1, a B2, a B3, you know. Nisha.
Okay, go ahead.
You know.
Go ahead.
So, you become very careful of such friends. Because with that kind of friend, who needs an enemy? That's like a frenemy. So I'll begin to, watch what I do with her, watch what I say to her, and I'll just draw boundaries because that kind of person could actually harm you,
So that's not a friend.
That's not a friend.
I don't see friend in that. That's what I want to bring out.
Yeah.
It's a frenemy. At times some people are in your life for a certain reason. I know a lot of you also have friends like that your friend will only come whenever they see you doing some you are marrying. That's when they want to see you. They don't want to see you when they can help you, when they can add to what you have on ground, when they can try to lift you up. They don't do that. All they do is to come and grab whatever they want to grab and go again. There are a lot of friends like that. So that kind of friend is the kind of friend I will say. Then again is that guy is not a guy.
He's a player.
He's a player. So thank God if a player can just come and you just say switch over and he just switch over like that. It's very simple. That's fine. That's fine. Because mo bá kúrò ńbẹ̀ ohun tó ti rí tán ti jọ sọ̀rọ̀ ó mọ̀ pọ́n rẹ̀ púpọ̀ ó ti mọ nǹkan tó máa fi mú èkejì. So that shows that it's not. So what would you do today? Just want to tell you about friends. Can you summarize it for people to understand what we are talking about?
Yes, these two ladies are friends. They live in the US. They went on vacation to the UK. And at the airport, one guy, mistook one of their luggages for his. I'm sure the bags must have looked alike. So there's, let's say, Lady A and Lady B. So the guy mistook Lady A's luggage for his. And then Lady A just flared up and was just like, hey, sure, Ronnie, how can you do that? And all that. So the other lady was like, take it easy. There's not much now. There isn't any big deal. Take your bag. Bros, next time too, be careful now. Watch the tag or something before you just pick the bag. And so the guy was like, oh, wow. Lady B, that's the second lady. You're so pleasant. Wow, I like that.
That polite insult.
That was a polite insult. I like the way you gave it to me. And it was like, wow. And then he was now trying to, get a number and, that kind. That's how the first lady came in. I was like, no way. You can't talk to her. She's my friend, but you're the first person. I'm the one you talk to. And the way I talked to you was because I actually liked you. I wanted to, grab your attention and all that kind of thing. And
that was why I started blabbing and all that.
Yeah, And then the other leader said, oh, not a problem. Please, by all means, bros, go with my friend. And so the question is, what would you do if you were the first lady?
Would you have done the same?
Would you have done the same thing if you were the second lady that the guy actually, spoke to? And then the friend, would you have done what that other one did also? And just because somebody mistook your luggage for his, what are you going to do?
Para like that.
What is para?
Para, getting mad.
Yes, you just get mad at someone just for something like that. Then if you are the guy,
what would you do?
What would you do? Because immediately the other lady said, oh, no, you can't go with my friend. Don't worry. It's okay. The guy just started going with the other friend. So what do you think? How do you read that situation?
What would you do?
What would you do?
Okay, now you already said, as the lady, you already said what we want to do. That some people were saying you are very intelligent. I can see that. Okay, who are you talking to, Mr. Kenny or Adewale? Is it jealous? Is it jealousy? Is it jealousy? Well, the way whichever way you feel it. So what I see in that, two things.
Right.
No, three things.
Right.
The first thing is that the friends that they call themselves friends, they are just a traveling mate or eating mate. They're not friends.
They're not friends.
They're not friends. That's the first thing. The second thing is that guy maybe he did it intentionally so that he can get the attention of those people. Guys can do anything to manipulate you to themselves and all that. Because I don't see a reason why you just grab somebody's bag and you keep going without taking your bag. Are they carrying the same bag, the same type of bag?
They must have looked alike.
This one I know that guy is a player. So it's not like he doesn't know it's not his bag. He won't even go far. I think the lady didn't even talk. He will come back and drop it and take his own bag.
Wow.
It's just a gimmick to get attention, to gain somebody's attention.
Okay.
And that's what the
guy
did. Then as for the other lady, that lady, I wish I can just know her. I will have make her my friend.
The second
one.
Yeah.
I talk to the guy. I will have made her my friend because I would prefer to see her as my friend. She's intelligent and she's the one that love that girl. Is our friend. It's not our friend that love her. Because our friend is no more friend. It's a frenemy. They are just going on a tour together. Everything you can see when a friend is calling you and you are recording his voice. What are you doing that for? In case there is a journey. If you see a friend that record everything that you talk or you say,
run.
Because those are not friends. They are doing it because they already foresee that trouble coming in front of them. So they want to see what they can do so that they can be this on top of you at the end of the day. Please, I beg you in the name of the Lord. Friends are good, but choose who you choose as your friend. Choose somebody that you think this is a friend, not the frenemy. So as per the guy, brother, that's a good one, bro. I like that. You gave me another way of chasing girls anyway. I can't be bagging, but what about be bagging? If it So someone is saying something. He says sometimes in that kind of situation, you just need to take it easy in order to
maintain the friendship.
Yes. You take it easy. But most of the time, it's not. That is not friendship anymore.
Friendship is by choice. It's not by force.
It's not by force. Like what they are doing now, they are not friends anymore. They're just.
If the other lady gets an opportunity, it could even be business or something. That one can hijack it.
She won't even show her friend because she has been saying, why is it that
only her
every good thing come to you? To her, the guy that is saying has become a good thing. Good player. But 7 long, but 11 in our team. 3. Maybe.
Yeah, somebody said, I will walk away, burn that bridge. Oshe.
You will walk
away.
I will walk away, burn that bridge. That's a good one. Who was
that's
Imisiolua Monisola? That's a good one. Walk away because I don't see a reason why you will say somebody is your friend and such a thing just happened. You think that war. No. That's not friend. That's not friend. So I want to like this that happened, the situation that happened to our life now. To our life. Do you have a friend like that in your life? That you buy the same thing together, you wear the same wristwatch, you wear the same cloth, but still, when you are talking, you will be very careful before you talk to her or talk to him because you will take it other way around. If you have been seeing that symptom, that is
that's a red flag.
That is a red flag.
Yeah.
He might be wearing everything with you, doing every kind of thing with you, but that is not your friend. A friend is a person you can say, yay, ki omi ito, koda si elowo, ki ore mo, kon ri eni ta kode, ye ito lo itoke. Ito se ma da sore mi lara, omi ni mo che mu mi lo, ti mo se ba ti mi mo koda si lara. Friends must be able to cover friends.
Yeah.
Friends must be able to get friends. You didn't get, did you get what I'm saying? A friend must be able to defend you anywhere, no matter the condition. That's what we call friend.
Even in your absence.
Even if you go to returns or that kind of friend would never defend you. Because if we want to be, any friends, now let me come to this. Any friend that always want to be shaming suffering in your life, how do you say that? How do you say that in English? Didn't I tell you? That always want to be the champion, that after all, I already said it. If you see friend that in your life, please, run. All those kind of friends are not friends. They're not friends. They are just there because they want to make a statement in your life. Okay? So today, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain of the show, because be very careful of friend that you keep. I don't want you to keep if possible. but keep because you have opportunity to keep.
They can be your acquaintance.
They can be. So.
You don't have to, because friend, when if you're a homie, birds of the same feather flock together.
Yeah.
So if I call you my friend, that means you are mirroring me. You are like me.
So
why would I want to keep someone that is envious, that is jealous, and that, jealousy can come to anything?
Somebody just said, Misholu Monisola just say, jealousy is already involved and can become deadly. Yeah, it means that you are right. And somebody say, "She inujin lo ko yi." Inugin. All right, inuji. So you really know. Yóò bá sì sọ nǹkan kan. Àwọn èèyàn Judas nìyẹn.
Run o.
Run o. Yóò bá rí bí ò bá sóhun tó bá ṣe ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kì í dédé ṣẹ́. Tẹ́ bá ti rí ọ̀rẹ́ tó ti di pé ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fapájánú nípa ọ̀rẹ́ kejì, you need to be very careful, very, very careful. Please be very, very careful. Friends are good, but friends are deadly. All right? Okay. A big thank you to the one and only Bukola Sarah.
It's always a pleasure to serve.
Okay. Okay, tell people, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
now.
Thank you everyone who has been a part of today's live program. It's been wonderful spending time with you, making you laugh. We've learned together and, we've interacted, and that's what we love to do. So everyone who's been interacting with us on Facebook, thank you, Imisioluwa, thank you, Kenny, and thank you every other person that was there. Some people shared, some did not say anything. On YouTube, everyone who is there, thank you for being there. And of course, everyone watching on television, thank you for all that you do. The other day somebody was saying, I watch you guys all the time. I was like, okay, So we're glad to be a part of your lives. We are glad that we're able to do live together with you. And we wish you nothing but the best. So to come your way again tomorrow, yes, thank you, our vendors. Thank you, BSA Logistics, Greens and Solid Amala. On point. God's Glory, Samuel Agocha Law Firm. You have law issues, immigration issues, Samuel Agocha Law Firm is your plug, sure plug. God's Glory African Store, Sunrise African Supermarket, Amala Joint, Paddy's Point, Grisha Channel, Soul Sweet Bread, and a host of others. Thank you to everyone who is part of our family. On this note, I am signing out. Ireo.
Ire kabiti, ire kenke, ire kiribiti. Ọpẹ́ pàtàkì lọ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ tí ń wò wá, wherever you're watching us from, maybe from any part of the world. Thank you so much. We are grateful. We are grateful. And a big thank you to Gina Bracco that has been there putting everything together. You're doing a great job. Just keep the work on. God will bless you and reward you bountifully. Amen?
Amen.
All right. Till you see me tomorrow by God's grace. Today has gone. But don't forget, no matter how much today is gone, something good, new, can still come your way today. Say to yourself, good things will come my way today, no matter what. And that's how it's going to be. Remember something every day of your life, that you are not living your life for somebody, but you are living your life for you. What do I say? You are living your life for you. So take care of you first for others. SHINA OYINLOLA is my name. See you tomorrow.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Bisonet Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.